morning from a very sunny San Diego, blinking a lot actually because I'm staring into some quite glary light. Amy here, your Wi-Fi life. Actually, let me show you the view, one sec. So this is the view from my Airbnb in San Diego. It's actually really cool. I'll give you a quick little tour actually. So I think we're facing east that way, that's the mountains, and over this side of the world, west is behind me, so you'd see the ocean if I was on the other side of the building, but I imagine that would have been more expensive. So I'm on the 38th floor. I'm not going to look there, scary. Anyway, this is the apartment. It's a very cool, I thought it was 2-bedroom, but it's actually 3. Everything you need. This is why I love Airbnb. Just another example of the internet and how great it is. It's given us things like Airbnb, so you don't have to be stuck in a hotel room. This is my bedroom where I got 12 whole hours sleep last night. Let me flip back. There we go. 12 whole hours sleep. And that's the topic of this video. Let me sit back out on the balcony. So Airbnb, amazing example of yet another business model that's available on the internet for us to use as both consumers or producers. I currently do a little bit of Airbnb of where I live. I'm buying an apartment later this year where we'll be more than likely Airbnb-ing that too. Another income stream, another video, separate topic. But the topic for this video was not rushing your travel. And one thing that I was super realizing how grateful I am this morning when I woke up, or even more so last night when I arrived at this apartment after 34 hours of being pretty much awake other than the odd snooze and nap. I had a day flight, which meant that I wasn't ready to sleep, so I watched about 6 movies on the plane, 5 actually, with not much gap. Was trying to go to sleep, couldn't. I always try and get into the time zone of the country I'm going to as soon as possible. Wasn't working. Then I had a 3-hour train ride from LA down to San Diego. Really great train service. If you're ever here and need to do that, I'd much more recommend that than driving, because you can have a nap and it's a coastal journey. It's really lovely. But yeah, not rushing your travel. So having these sort of 2.5 spare days, or nearly 3 full spare days before the event that I'm going to on Monday, has just been so great to adjust, to get some sleep. And I remember when I had a job, you're so restricted on the number of holidays that you can take, that when you're planning them, you really use your days, your paid leave so wisely. I always remember used to book long weekends over a public holiday, or try and go on holiday when there was a public holiday in the middle somewhere so that you didn't have to use a day. And they were just so precious. And what I love about life now is that whenever I make a trip, it's quite often for a work event, which is great because I love it and it's exciting and I get to see other people. I'm not traveling on my own so much. But also just you can take as long as you want. So having a whole weekend here before I need to be sort of in work mode and awake and alert. I've had 2.5, nearly 3 days to completely adjust. I had 12 hours sleep, which was amazing. So I got up this morning, went to the gym, went and had a wander around the city just to get my bearings and see what's here. San Diego definitely isn't a morning place, which is not like where I'm from on the Gold Coast. So there wasn't much to see at 8 o'clock in the morning, but I'll definitely have another wander tonight when a few other people arrive. But yeah, I just wanted to share that, if you're someone who's in a job and your holidays are so precious that when you go away, you're really rushing to fit everything in on your trip. And I know so many people say, I get back from my holiday needing a holiday to recover. I remember that feeling, and it's because they just weren't long enough. So especially if you're flying long haul, and I think a lot of people don't fly further afield because of exactly that. The jet lag can spoil the first few days of the experience, and just as you're settling into it, you've got to go home. I certainly used to feel that way when I travelled long haul and had to fly home for a job, or to get back into the normal routine. So that's just a little insight today that I was reminded of, having woken up feeling much fresher, although I might not look it just yet. Those eyes could do with some of that gift pack that I got from a facial the other day in the last video. So yeah, consider what life would look like if you could travel and go on trips with those few extra days to just chill, which is what your holidays are meant to be for, right? So I'm going to jump on the laptop now, catch up on a few things, and then catch up with some other friends this afternoon who are here in town. And I'll see you in another video from somewhere a little bit more glamorous than my concrete balcony. But Airbnb, love it. So nice to have a living area and somewhere to work and not be cooped up in a stuffy hotel room, as nice as hotels can be. Not my ideal when I'm traveling these days. See you in another video very soon. Take care.